Hello, world and universe. Welcome to the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. And for all my continued followers, I want to say thank you. And this is an opinion-based video channel where I try to open your eyes and ears up to some of the travails and tribulations that take place throughout our cities, our states, our country, and sometimes around the world. I'm going to do a little pivot again. And here again, I want to talk about this amazing NBA Finals 2024-2025 with the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Last night was game 3, and it was a doozy. I'm telling you folks, this is going to be a great series. There are many parallels between the two teams, and whichever team can load up and play a full 48 minutes is going to be the benefactor and the winner. I think many of the Vegas odds makers and many individuals, many fans were probably predicting that Oklahoma City would win the NBA championship this year. But I think this is going to be a barn burner, and it's going to go 7 games and down to the wire. As we know, in the first game, Tyrese Halliburton hit that last second shot for the Indiana Pacers, I think, to win by 1 in game 1 in Oklahoma City. We know that game 2, Oklahoma City came back and they won 123-107 against the Indiana Pacers. And so last night, so it was 1-1, a victory for each one of them. And game 3 was last night in Indiana. First 2 games were in Oklahoma City. Last night it was in Indiana. And was it a great game? The Pacers ended up winning the game 116-107. And if you've been following the first 2 games, the Indiana Pacers, they decided to readjust and refresh their defense. They started doubling SGA, Shai Gilgeous Alexander, the MVP of the league. They started readjusting their defense. And so when SGA was bringing the ball across the court, they started doubling him. They started getting the ball out of his hand. And if you notice in this series, SGA kind of is ball dominant like LeBron James. He's bringing the ball up, starting the offense. He does quite a bit of one-on-one stuff. And I think the Indiana Pacers, by watching film, they realized, let's get the ball out of his hands. I think the adjustment that Oklahoma City needs to make is that maybe 30% of the time, SGA needs to come off the ball and not bring the ball up and be so ball dominant. They're going to have to make some adjustments because Indiana has definitely made some. As soon as SGA crossed half court, and definitely when he got close to the NBA three-point line, they shot a second player at him, and he had to let that ball go. And some of those other players are going to have to continuously step up. I think Chet Holmgren played a very good game. He had 20 points last night. Jalen Williams, the kid from Santa Clara, he was the number 11th pick when he came out of the draft, a young guy. He had 26 points. Jalen Williams is good. Chet Holmgren is good. Alex Caruso played well coming off the bench. And then, of course, SGA had 26 points. He didn't get 32. I think them doubling him and taking that ball out of his hand, he is going to have to pass more. He's going to have to rebound more. He's going to have to do some of those secondary and tertiary things to help his team. It's not going to be all about him just scoring. There's a bit of a Michael Jordan, LeBron James kind of Kobe Bryant assature to SGA. I would And in saying so, I'm talking specifically about his mid-range game, the minis. He's 6'6", same size as Kobe and Michael. He can get into the heart of that defense, especially inside that the top of the key and the free throw line. And I've noticed with SGA, he definitely likes to get in the heart and the meat and potatoes of the defense right at that free throw line. And he likes to dip that right shoulder, give a little push, and then pull up. I think Indiana's going to be reviewing that quite a bit in their film sessions. He likes to go left. He'll dip that shoulder real quick, do a slight push, and then pull up. And I think you're going to see the Indiana Pacers defenders, either they're going to shoot a second person at him, or that defender, that one-on-one defender, is going to bulk up, push that chest out, and not let him create that space. So it's going to get to be more and more difficult for SGA to do that kind of one-on-one presentation, especially with as much ball dribbling that he's doing. The difference between SGA and his mid-range game versus Michael and Kobe, they didn't bring the ball up the court. They came off the triangle. So MJ or Kobe would get it at the elbow or at the free throw line and from the pass, and they're not wasting dribbles. SGA is dribbling quite a bit like LeBron, very ball dominant, is making their offense a little stagnant to where they're standing around and watching to a certain degree. That's going to hurt Oklahoma City. They would be better off about 30 or 40% of the time if they let Caruso or the other point guard bring the ball up, and then SGA can come off a screen on the wing at the elbow, get in a triple threat position, and then get ready to attack the basket, as opposed to bringing the ball down full court, spending about 20 dribbles, 15 to 20 dribbles, and then trying to get to the middle, do a head fake, do a bump, and then shoot. Secondarily, that's going to take a lot out of SGA's body. You're talking about a 7-game series playing every couple of days apart over a 2-week span. What is his legs going to look like by game 6 or 7? He's going to have to do more scoring off the ball than on the ball. Indiana, well, Miles Turner, he did not have a great game. They're going to need Miles to step up. He had 9 points. Pascal Siakam, he played well. He had 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Pascal is going to have to definitely be there. Miles Turner, he's a big boy, a 7-footer. He's going to have a double-double in these games for sure. And of course, the all-star Tyrese Halliburton, he had 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 11 assists. He almost had a triple-double. But they can't expect that to be, he can't be the Magic Johnson. He's going to have to play like Magic Johnson. So the comparison with SGA with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, a little bit of LeBron, and I think Tyrese, he's got an awkward shot. He is kind of a 1 and a 2. I actually see him as a shooting point guard. He's big, 6'5", kind of reminds me a little bit of a Magic Johnson, way more than a Reggie Miller, who was a catch and shoot guy, or Ray Allen and Reggie Miller are catch and shoot guys. Tyrese can get to the basket. He can get to the middle of the basket. If you notice, young people or people that love to watch sports, both of those guys, SGA and Tyrese Halliburton, know how to get to the heartbeat of the court against the defense. Now, the difference is SGA likes to bump, face up, and shoot. Tyrese has a fantastic running teardrop shot from 12 to 14 feet out. I saw him make 3 or 4 of those buckets, and it went straight through the nets. And for folks that have been following basketball, and definitely young folks, you can tell he is practicing that. He is knocking that thing down. Tyrese, guys, has a little bit of Steph Curry in him to me with his quick ball handling. He's got an awkward shot, but he can shoot it, and it will go in. And he's got a quick release. So that comparison, I'm not saying he's Steph Curry, but he's Steph Curry-like. And I'm telling you, if he played with a Steph Curry, I think they would complement themselves quite a bit. Don't forget Benedict Mathurin. He had 27 points and 4 rebounds. He played extremely tough and well. TJ McConnell, the white kid, the 6'1" point guard, he had 10 points and 5 assists. He's a dog. I mean, he is attacking that basket against those 6'11", 7-footers. He ain't scared of none. He is not scared of any contact or approaching that basket. And he had a few steals. He is a dog. Benedict Mathurin, he was going to the basket tough. He's a dog. Both of these teams complement each other. They got 7, 8, 9 guys that they can replace, and they don't miss a step. They don't miss a step. This is going to be one of the best skilled basketball NBA finals, I'm telling you, in a long, long time. This reminds me of the late 80s, the mid 80s, the late 80s. I keep telling you, this reminds me of the Detroit Pistons and the Chicago Bulls, the Detroit Pistons and the Boston Celtics. This is going to be grimy and gritty. And so now Indiana is up 2-1. So the odd makers are shaking. They're a little shaken. They thought that Oklahoma City was going to run through Indiana. I don't think so. Indiana's, their heartbeat and their measuring stick is pure D toughness. I think the one negative spot on Oklahoma City is that they might be too dependent on SGA starting the offense, bringing the ball, being more ball dominant. They're going to have to find some secondary and tertiary options to get their offense started and not rely on SGA to make the big shots all the time. Same way with Indiana, but Indiana, they're not expecting Tyrese Halliburton to score 30 every night. He's going to give you more of a Magic Johnson kind of feel where he can give you 22, 10 rebounds, 7 or 8 assists. And then those other players are going to help out. But there are going to be adjustments that are going to need to be made. And, of course, Oklahoma City, they lost that first game. They had to come back and win the second. Now they lost the third. And this fourth game is going to be in Indiana. And OKC's back is against the wall a little bit. So let's see what happens. It's going to be a great series. I think it's going to go 7 games. I think the popularity and the viewership is going to go up, up, and up. We got 2 Midwestern teams, and this is a great look for the NBA, especially in the United States of America. This is going to be a great series. So keep your eyes open and stay tuned.